I mean, you gotta say, though. You gotta. So, Nelly, what's good?
What's happening?
I'm chilling. You like stunting on everybody in the room. You got 2 Cuban links on.
Oh, no. It ain't keeping me cool, though.
No. It's not that icy? Is that what you're getting at?
No, not at all. That's all good. I appreciate it. What's happening?
I'm just chilling. Your song, Maryland, Massachusetts, is stuck in my head.
Yeah, you was telling me that.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Thank you,
Is it your favorite, too?
You know, I like them all. You know what I'm saying? Each one that you do, you know, they kind of have their own little meaning to you. You know what I'm saying? As you place them on the album. So I think it's dope. I appreciate it.
What's the story behind it? Because, like, Maryland, Massachusetts, we're, like, in 2 different worlds.
Well, the thing about it is, like, okay, what's the abbreviation for Maryland?
MD?
What's the abbreviation for Massachusetts?
MS?
Mass?
No, MA.
MA? Okay.
Put it together.
MM? Wait. You're giving me a riddle. No. Okay, MD, MA, Mama.
Nah. MDMA.
Yeah,
Okay.
Molly.
MDMA.
Okay. You could have just jumped into that.
No.
You were like really giving me.
Why be creative?
Okay.
If you just
Okay. All
It needs
right.
something for the imagination.
Well, and also, what's happening, Cat Daddy?
What up, bye?
The thing about it is, even doing it, the song isn't, you know, it's kind of telling Shorty, you know, I can be your MDMA. You know, we're not condoning it, we're not promoting it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? You know, but we're definitely not promoting it in that aspect. But what I'm saying in the song is like, yo, Shorty, she called me Maryland, Massachusetts. You know what I mean? So it's a dope record, produced by my man P, Pharrell. You know, and you know, he did about 4 tracks on this joint, and that's one of them.
I got a question. You say you don't really condone the MDMA, but this is the same dude with the tip drill, with the credit cards and the whole.
Yeah, that's not drugs. That's a choice.
No, all right, no.
You know what I'm saying? That's grown folk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
like,
got you.
Nobody goes to jail. Nobody gets harmed for being young and wild in that aspect. You know what I mean? So, in this one, you know, again, you know, you kind of let people have their own way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting you know, I'm not promoting it.
Absolutely. Now, backtracking to the MDMA record.
Mm-hmm.
When you're putting records like that together, is there a certain chick you're thinking of? Because Nelly's got a good roster of chicks he's had in the past. Shout to Kelly Rowland.
Hey.
So is there
That's my sister.
I mean, he's got some good selections. I'm just saying.
No. This boy crazy. All right, no, well, the Maryland, Massachusetts record, it's nothing. It's just letting girls know, like, yo, I can be your MDMA. Like, I'm the only drug you need, Charlotte. Trust me.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I got your OD. I got your overdose.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that was the concept behind that record. So it wasn't one specific. It was for, you know, a lot of the girls, you know, they in the turn up phase. You know what I'm saying? It's the turn up phase.
That's the turn up song. It makes me think of, like,
saying?
Get Your Eagle On, like, Maryland, Massachusetts. Like, you could just move to it.
See that?
There you go.
So when you were explaining cutting down tracks, is that why Hey Porsche didn't make the album?
Hey Porsche was you know, when you get into this game, everything is strategic.
Right.
You know, and the best thing about Nelly is that Nelly is bigger than Nelly, in a sense of Nelly just can't think about one section. You know what I'm saying? Nelly survives globally. So what may not have worked in this situation, if you look out the country, you'll see, you know, songs like Hey Porsche is #1 in Korea, #1 in Taipei, cracked the top 10 in the UK, Japan, I think it was #1. You know, so when you look at it like that, you have to be strategic when you get to like 7th albums and you know, it's been 14 years later, everything has a place. It didn't really make the album here because I think it's on the deluxe or some bonus or something like that. But the main 12, it didn't do that. It wasn't gonna. It wasn't gonna make past them 12 we got on there right now. It wasn't gonna do that. But out the country, I mean, it does. It does a job.
Okay, most definitely. Now, since M-Easy brought up your tip drill video, was there ever a time when you were like young, wild, and free, where you thought you had an STD and you just like, did you ever have that? It's like, I don't know, sometimes it's a bump and it's just like, oh my God, what is this bump?
No, son.
Never?
No, baby girl, you got to strap up.
Absolutely. Double time.
It's a must, man. And
every single time.
you must, well.
Go ahead, talk. We're listening.
I say that because I do have 2 kids. But those were, my kids are older. You know what I'm saying? My daughter's, she away in college in Chicago, and my son's 14. He just got into high school, so that was a while ago. Now, you got to strap up, man.
You never even want to dip in for 2 seconds.
You may have want to dip in, but you got to think about that bump.
That's consequence, yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that bump is not a good look. You know what I mean? It's just not a good look. And I'm gonna tell you, listen, we gonna keep it 100. We gonna keep it 100. No guy's ever going to admit to you that they haven't strapped up.
M-Easy? I hear
He's not
stories that like you don't strap up sometimes.
Listen, I got no kids, so
he's just got good timing.
Okay.
it's called the pull out. Don't condone it. I'm just saying.
No, strap up.
Okay.
All right, let me.
Did you strap up?
I'm saved.
What does that mean? So you save it and strap up?
No.
Like, what does that mean?
No, I mean, strap up. Yeah, sure. And then you go to the OBGYN and she checks you out and everything's fine. And you do it again.
Wait a minute. Why is she checking it out if you strapped up?
Because sometimes you still have to go. Sometimes you think you need to just make sure you're good.
So he's watching this right now. You know the one who
I
ain't.
told
you know
him
the guy that ain't strapping up. He watching this right now. You know that, right? He's like, oh shit. She can't be talking about me.
I told him to go get strapped up too. Go get tested too. Like, you get tested. I show you my results. You show me your results. They may do it. They may not. But I encourage that.
It's like the Carfax, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. Give me your Carfax.
No doubt.
I heard that.
See?
Okay.
Yeah.
Switching gears here.
Let's zoom.
Sports guy, seen you on First Take the other morning.
Yeah.
Do you ever want to punch Skip Bayless in the face? Keep it 100.
No. Let me tell you something. Skip is one of the coolest, man. Yeah, what people have to understand is that we're voicing our opinions. Mm-hmm. These aren't necessarily, our morals about who we are. These are our opinions about sports. Yeah. And people may take Skip the wrong way because, he's just very adamant. And what you have to realize that Skip's been doing this a long time. And if you ever look at a lot of the stuff that Skip calls, later on down the line, if you come back, you'll be like, yo, I'd be damned if he didn't say that, son. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you just like, yo, but again, everybody don't like everybody's opinion. I mean, obviously, if you saw me on there once before, I voiced my opinion about a certain NBA player.
I remember that.
And the roof went off. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And people act like I blasted Jesus or something. You voice your opinion. That's what that show is for. Skip is cool. He's a great cat. He understands it. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted. He's the executive producer of that show. He knows what works. He knows how people view him, how people like him. You know what I'm saying? He likes playing that role. It's for the show. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, Mayweather. He's the best promoter. He know why half the people that buy a ticket or get pay-per-view are doing it in case he loses.
They all want to see him lose.
You know what I'm saying? You're not doing it because he wins, but at the end of the day, he gets the check. You know what I'm saying? And it's all promo. So in that aspect, those two guys are very smart.
I'm glad you said voicing your opinion.
Yeah.
Because you still do have a stake in the Bobcats, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Michael Jordan is heavily into the Bobcats.
Oh, yeah. Majority.
Michael Jordan arguably could be the best player of all time.
I don't know if it's an argument.
I
don't know. Who y'all finna say?
I grew up with Mike. Mike's the best player I've ever seen.
Right. Let's be clear.
Okay.
Right.
So with that being said, have you ever said to Mike, like, yo, son, how we this bad, son?
You know what the thing is? Sometimes, it's hard when you are the greatest player. When you're the greatest to ever do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You see the game. The reason you are the greatest because you don't see you do not see the game like everybody else sees the game. You know what I mean? Like again, I go back to boxing. Like he may look fast to you, but he may not look fast to him. You see what I'm saying? So what you got to remember is in Mike's defense, and I'm gonna do his defense first.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the defense first. He wants to win so bad. He's the type of person, he thrives when people tell him he should not be doing something. So it's almost like the more people say that he should not be in control of that team, the more he wants to prove you wrong.
So the more they were
You see
telling
what
him,
I'm saying?
don't pick Kwame Brown,
Well-
he was like, no, I'm going to make Kwame Brown great.
Well, I mean, you know, you don't always get it right. It's like what we do too. You know what I'm saying? We put out singles that we think are gonna, you know, climb the chart. And I tell everybody to this day, I said, nigga, if Michael Jackson can't make a #1 record every time, nobody on this planet can. You know what I'm saying? If Prince can't make a #1 record every time, nobody can. You know? So it's the same thing with him in that situation. He's learning. He's learning that. And trust me, he has been humbled over a period of time. Now, that doesn't stifle his will to win. And, you know, he wants to do it his way. And, you know, he's one of those people, he's going to get it done. He didn't get a championship right away. It took him 6 years. He got his ass whooped. But I tell you what, once he started winning.
That's it.
Once he figured it out, he's going to figure it out, man. And it's a little rough. Yeah. I mean, you know, nobody likes losing, man. And I think he takes it the hardest. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, being the best.
Yeah, well, you know, if you notice, like, half the time he won't even sit on the sideline. Sometimes he sit on the sideline, sometimes he can't because he's emotional. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to show that emotion all the time where the audience may be able to see it, where the fans may be able to see it, where the coaches may be able to see it. You don't want to do that. Now me, I mean, you know, I got a small percentage. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out there. I'm like the Charlotte Spike Lee. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm there, and I remember one game I almost got us a tech, and he said, "Yo, I'm not paying that." I said, well, I ain't paying it neither. They gonna take it out of you before they take it out of me. So pause. But it just, you know, he's learning, man. He's learning.
Have you ever been in a situation where you met a girl and the chemistry is like crazy and you had like sex the same night?
You talking to me?
I'm interviewing Nelly. Are you not the artist?
Yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out is that a real question?
Yeah.
If I had sex with a girl the same night.
Yeah, like you meet a girl, it's like, yo, shorty is bad. Let me hit that tonight, and you hit that.
It may have happened once.
There we go.
Twice.
Possibility.
Okay.
Not 3, not 4, not 5. You know.
Did it ever lead to love or relationship?
I mean, the thing about it is that, you know, you try to deal with people that are what I try to do is I try to be real with the situation.
Okay.
You know, I think people feelings get hurt when one is misled. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's misled. If you're two adults, considered adults, and you're doing it the right way, strap it up. You
No
know,
bumps.
If you guys have a understanding of what this is, then nobody gets hurt and nobody gets harmed. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, it becomes a fucked up situation, I would say, when one person misleads the other. You know what I'm saying? And guys, you know, we'll do that. We'll promise
y'all do.
We'll promise to go to the world at night. You know what I'm saying? And wake up that morning and the world is over.
Mind.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had the world last night, baby. I ain't got it no more. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it happens. It happens. But I don't believe in that.
Okay.
I believe in straight being, you know, just being as honest as possible.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So,
Yeah.
if I ever have a one-night stand, I'll be hopeful that it may lead to love.
If you ever have one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yo, what's happening? It's your man Nelly, and you're checking out the featurepresentation.com.